So welcome to Barcelona on this very foggy morning. This is the Lexus 250h, powered by a 2-litre petrol up front, and then you have a hybrid system in the back, which is of course trademark for Lexus. Lexus finds itself in a position whereby they can really take on the world right now because they've already developed all their hybrids and all their hybrid systems. This makes it a kind of unusual car in this group, in that it's not diesel. Now, this, of course, as I've said, is powered by a 2-litre petrol up front, then you have a hybrid system down the back. The petrol engine actually weighs 113 kgs, which is quite light. That's not even like the size of a big human being. And then you have a transaxle attached to that, making it a bit heavier, and you've got the hybrid system down the back. Lexus has decided to do these plastic fairings around the outside of the car, which give it a kind of a square wheel arch. It's okay, I can live with that. The car itself is actually very pretty in its stance. I really do like the outside, which is such a pretty place to look at. You will be very happy with this. Competitors to this is the Mazda CX-3, you've got the Audi Q2, you've got the BMW X2, there's a few, the XC40 being there as well, but it's actually kind of short, so if I stand beside it you can see the height of the vehicle is. Anyway, let's have a look on the inside and see how it gets on. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and make sure you know what you're having. Just before we have a look on the inside, you'll see the outside, particularly the rear end of the car, has a lot of lines and cuts on it, including these kind of wings that are on the back that are actually aerodynamic tweaks for the car. Kind of an unusual thing. This light bar completely lights up across the rear end as well, making it a kind of an unusual rear end to the car. It's Lexus doing what they do best, which is making it kind of a semi-luxury car for this market. It is an unusual looking car. That makes it very different for the Irish market. I'm very happy to say that it's not German, that it's not the same as everybody else, and that makes a big difference. Anyway, let's crack on with the inside. So the interior of the Lexus UX is actually, to look at, is a luxurious looking car. It really is. It's very, very pretty. The engine's going on and off because it is 7:45 in the morning, and it's just starting, the sun is just starting to really come up over there. But the interior is such a pretty place to look at. The materials are really well used. The stitching is all, well, we'll say hand stitched. The top of the dashboard is changed ever so slightly, but you have the rest of the car which is in one piece. I've gotten used to it. I've had enough Lexus right now to get used to this kind of a trackpad thing in the middle. It's very clever. The urban crossover cleverness continues through the whole car, with it being built on the GAC global architecture platform, using their 4th generation of the self-charging hybrid powertrain. With 184 horsepower total system output, or 135 kilowatts, the UX 250h combines high fuel efficiency with a smooth, natural and responsive drive, a continuously variable capacity oil pump, and a variable cooling system with an electric water pump contribute to an ultra-low internal friction. This optimizes engine performance and fuel efficiency. The system also ensures quicker cabin heating on a cold day and quicker cool down when the air conditioning is used. If you're pootling about like I'm doing right now, you're trundling about stages, it's fine, because you're in, you know, what you're looking at here really is a pure hybrid mode. You know, this works perfectly along here. The car felt a little bit troubled by speed. Once we got up to speed out on the motorway, it was fine, but getting there did feel a bit CVT-ish again. By CVT, of course, I mean the gearbox is in as well, constant variable transmission. When you put your foot down, you get that constant drone of the sound. But you know what? I don't know, living with it every day, whether that's really going to bother you unless you're going to be enthusiastically driving the whole time. If you're driving down from Hoth to Dalkey, you're not really going to notice that much noise. If you want that luxury brand, what competes with it? You've got BMW X2, Audi Q2. I think it's a bit smaller than the Volvo XC40, so, well, it's definitely shorter. It's not as tall as the Volvo XC40, so I don't think it competes there, quite there. It's a bit smaller than that, a bit more of a crossover feel to the whole thing, of a small crossover. Overall, I think that this car is going to be a different winner for Lexus. I think it's something unusual. I love the exterior. Look at the car. I think it's very pretty, very nice thing. If you're at that lower speed city driving stuff, this is going to be a beautifully ideal car for you. If you're looking for something more enthusiastic in the F-Sport range, maybe it would do you, or have a look at one of my favourite cars that I've driven this year, which is the Lexus ES, which I thought was a gorgeous car. This car is very good. Like I say, it's coming into dealerships probably towards the end of March into April. Somewhere around there you're going to see them in dealerships. I like it. I think it's a good effort from Lexus. I think it gives us a decent alternative to the German stuff that's on the market right now, and I'd like to see more of it. Hopefully by now you've learned all you need to know about the UX and something a little bit more maybe in that Irish tone of things. If you're happy with that, hit the subscribe button. Even if you're not happy with that, hit the subscribe button. It's good for your health mostly. When you hit the subscribe button, you know, it eases tension. It helps you feel and sleep better at night time. So you might as well hit the subscribe button. Hopefully you've enjoyed the review either way. But until the next time, I will see you on the far side.